happy Labor Day and happy Emaw Day. Yes, congratulations to all of you guys unlocking Ebony Maw. We are answering mailbag questions about him, Dark Dimension, Dr. Octopus, and I want to ask you a question about this fourth rumored character coming in this next update. If you guys are ready for all that, you know what to do. Yes, find that like button, and yeah, let's go smash it.
ValleyFlyin.
What is up, Valley Maniacs? I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great Labor Day, and if you don't celebrate Labor Day, I hope you're having a great Monday and had a great weekend. It is time for the Monday mailbag. We're going to talk about all of your questions from the mailbag. We're going to talk about the blog post, but before all of that, it is time to pay some bills, guys. So big shout out to the sponsor of this video. Ladies and gentlemen, it is raid time! Now, what separates Raid Shadow Legends from other games is the production quality and incredible level of detail. There are over 400 champions, and each one of them is fully animated with help from their motion capture studio. This is why your champions look so crazy, and I'm still recommending newer players pick this guy, my buddy Kale, as their free starter champion. Even in some of this harder content, he is still wrecking these enemies. Look at him go. And what is new in September? Well, over 20 champions just got reworked to help you make your battles even more fun, and the Forge to help save you time crafting your items. So if all this sounds good, what are you waiting for? Click on the link in the description to check out Raid. And if you're a newer player, even better, you're gonna get in your account 100,000 free silver and the champion Hex Weaver. Yeah, she's from the Dark Elves and really good in faction wars. And your treasure, it's gonna be waiting for you right here in your inbox, but do it now because the rewards only available for the next 30 days. So find that link and smash it. So if all of that looks cool to you, make sure you guys check out the link in the description to get all of those new player rewards. But let's get talk about this blog post from Friday from the official Marvel Strike Force website. Catalyst calendar, it looks like you log in for 10 days, you get purple, orange catalyst. So that should be starting soon, maybe today at reset. Orange war update, big alert guys, don't open any of your war orbs until this change goes into effect. Previously, when they have announced things in the blog post, usually they go into effect that Wednesday, so maybe Wednesday, but yeah, don't open any orbs because there's an overview of the changes. Right pillar will guarantee superior catalyst. The left pillar will guarantee superior gear pieces required to tier 14. And the center pillar, rewards will be evenly split between superior uniques and other superior gear. Due to this drop rate, still the quantities will be doubled. So yes, make sure you guys are saving your orbs until this change goes into effect, because it looks like we're getting some better orange gear with this changes that are going to affect upcoming blitzes. We have Strife starting later today, and the second round of Baron Zemo. So yes, the scores, I think that was a good indicator of what the scores can be. Now this time is the one coming up for red stars. This previous one was for some mega orb shards. This next one is going to be for the red stars for Baron Zemo, and he is a very good character, guys. So if you have not unlocked him yet, maybe it is worth spending some time to blitz this weekend for some Baron Zemo. Hopefully you can unlock him, and hopefully you can get some good red stars on him. And Han, the event is coming back, the Relic Hunter event. Still not one of the greatest Flash events out there, but it is much better than it used to be. It was really bad before, but yes, it is coming back. So double drops for Han coming up this week. But that is it from the blog post. Not a lot this week, guys, but it is time for your questions. So boom, let's go to the mailbag. All right, first question of the week. I've done this multiple times over the last 2 years, enough to know it's happening. When you purchase training mat orbs with cores, you generally will get what you expect: blues and purples, occasionally a green or a gold. Anytime I spend a few bucks actual cash on training mat, I always get at least one gold orb, if not three golds being dropped. Yes, so while I enjoy spending training mats from spending cash, it feels dishonest when you're guaranteed more of something if you pay cash than if you spend the exact same thing with core saving up. So I think there's some confirmation bias. I don't know. I mean, maybe there is something in the code, but I haven't noticed enough of a difference when I've spent money on certain orbs and when I've just opened certain orbs from cores or things to say that I can say one way or another if this is accurate. So I don't know if someone could go into the code and see exactly what the rates are, or if someone has a bigger sample size, then yeah, but I think it might just be some confirmation bias in this case, brother. Greetings, Valley. I am pretty conflicted. My current team for DD3 is Hela, Phoenix, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Minerva. With a recent event, I can either take Black Bolt or Carnage at tier 14. Black Bolt is 6 yellow, 6 red. Carnage is 6 yellow, 3 red. I'll be unable to go through global with only Phoenix. Yeah, you need some other characters for Phoenix. You need to protect her. She's not going to get her special off. Definitely not going to get her ultimate off in that Dark Phoenix form if she doesn't have someone around her. I recommend Colossus and then anybody else that you could get up there without sacrificing some of these necessary tunes. I would recommend bringing the global as well because you want to get that special off and hopefully that ultimate off at least once a day. As far as bringing up the other characters, I would recommend, I mean, you could go either way. Black Bolt is going to give you more use outside of that node, but Carnage is very good for Dark Dimension 3. So if you're just looking for Dark Dimension 3, Carnage is the way to go. If you're looking for someone that you could use outside this game mode as well, Black Bolt is going to be very good. He's one of the best characters in the game, but not specifically for Dark Dimension 3. If you're just looking to get through that, I think you can get through the cosmic lanes without Black Bolt. I don't know if it's possible to get through it in a decent amount of time without Carnage. So balance there. You're looking at the total game or just Dark Dimension 3. So that hopefully that helps you to put some things into perspective and make the answer for what is best for your play style. Put suspenders of speculation. Let's go for a quick walk. Ooh, I like it. All right, when the Black Widow movie comes out, do you expect a Red Room team? Finally, Black Widow, Hawkeye got a good thing. She can leave him for Red Guardian, Yelena, Belova, and crew. Possibly. We look at two of the other Avengers right now. We got Thor that could go on that Asgardian team. We have Iron Man that could go on the Power Armor team. It does make sense that some of these other Avengers can split up. You know, the thing I'm looking at with this Avenger team right now, it's very good for new players. They come in, use an iconic team right away. That's actually pretty good. And then as they start getting later game and been playing this game for a while, developing the roster, they could kind of move it out to teams. So we already have Asgardians. We already have Power Armor. This is very possible, making a Red Room team so that Hawkeye, Black Widow go off of that team as well. And then I don't know what you're going to do with Captain America, but I heard he works... well, there's a 5th on Hydra. It seems kind of weird. And then Hulk, maybe he'll get his own Hulk team. I don't know, but it does make sense. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I don't know if it makes sense to move both of them off the team, but they do have that synergy that you're talking about. So we'll see. I don't even know Scopely has finalized their plans yet. They seem to change things a lot. If you look at with some of the official announcements and some of the rumors and the data mines, things change a lot. So. We'll see. We'll see what happens with it. There's still a lot of time between now and then. When will Spider-Man get some love? Do you think they will ever give Stanley's favorite a squad of spiders such as Cosmic Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Noir, Superior Spider-Man to go alongside Peter Parker? Or do you think they'll go a different route also? Where does Spider-Man fit these days? I have no idea where he fits these days. I use him. I don't even know where I use him. I think I use him on a trash team now. I moved... Rifle Trooper up. No, I moved Mantis up to my Avengers team as the 5th, just because she had a little more power for blitz mode. So Spider-Man is off. I don't even know where I'm using. He's on a trash team, which is a shame because he's a pretty good character. He just doesn't really have a solid home right now. What do I think they could do a lot of things with the Spider-Verse. I think right now they're trying to focus on some of the villains, but there's still a lot of iconic characters out there like Spider-Gwen, some of these other ones that I can't think of off the top of my head, but yeah, a lot of characters in that Spider universe, so a lot of ways they could go with it. But I think right now they're looking at villains, and maybe down the road they'll do something like this with some of the heroes. All right, just sad news. Have you heard Shu quit MSF? Your thoughts? He's playing Marvel's Avengers right now. Will you cover this game on your channel? I don't know if I'm going to cover it on my channel. If there's content to be made that I can do that other people haven't done, then yes, I will make that content. I'm playing it once in a while on Twitch right now, and I'm having fun. Played it on the day before launch day, played it on launch day, and I've been playing it in the background. So I'm playing that game. Thoughts on Shu quitting? You say it's sad news, but I know he hasn't been enjoying the game for a little while now. So if he's moved on to bigger and better things and playing something that he actually enjoys, then I don't think it's sad news. From selfishly, it's sad for me, because I do enjoy working with him, and hopefully we're both playing Marvel's Avengers and there is content to make on this game. We could keep collabing, but yeah, I don't know if it's sad news. I think of it as moving on, not really done. But he did after he quit, he did make that video with the orb debacle. So I don't know. You never know when he's gonna come out of retirement. For DD3, I plan on bringing Minerva, Phoenix, Ebony Maw, Symbiote, Spider-Man, Hela, and Colossus. What's the bare minimum when it comes to T-Force for this group? I don't know off the top of my head. The bare minimums. Minerva, none. Phoenix, you probably need that special if you're looking for bare minimums. You probably need that. Passive as well. Ultimate is very, very good. T4. I don't know if you would need that when it just comes to Dark Dimension 3. You need that one for outside of the game mode. Ebony Maw, yeah, I like a lot of his moves. His special and ultimate, I would say, is bare minimum. I've done his basic. You could skip on the passive. So special and ultimate for Ebony Maw. Symbiote Spider-Man, he's got a lot of good ones. I think you could skip on the special if you really were going bare minimum, but I like his basic. I like his ultimate. I like his passive. Hela, I think if you want to go bare minimum, you could go just her ultimate. Colossus, ooh, that's a tough one. I think he has 3 that are really good, and that is everything but his special. So that's what I would say the bare minimum. If there's some that you think I could skip, guys, let me know in the comments if you think there's some that we could skip. Theory crafting help with pulling my 7 red star crystal. I've been trying to work her into U7.5. Best team I found her with so far is Crystal, Yo-Yo, Black Bolt, Symbiote, Spider-Man, and Shuri. This team does play pretty well, but it breaks up the team I've been using of Thanos, Ebony Maw, Shuri, Ultron, and Black Bolt. So theory crafting time. Can you think of a better team for Crystal, or is that the best team? Then who can replace Shuri and Black Bolt on my second Ultimate 7.5 team? I mean, you're gonna get a lot of overlap. I mean, if you need to replace Shuri, I guess you could go Minerva for that healing every time you kill somebody. Black Bolt, I think you're gonna need to leave. Come on, I think the best team, the only Inhumans worth even talking about for Ultimate 7.5 is these 3 you have right here: Crystal, Yo-Yo, and Black Bolt. I think that is the best way to use her, and you're gonna have some overlap. I have 2 main teams, and they have a bunch of backups for Ultimate 7, and both of them do have Black Bolt. So even on my 2 main teams, I do have some overlap. So I don't know if that's the worst thing, but just I think she's a good backup character, but because of her passive and the healing that she does, I think you need to use her with other Inhumans just to get that benefit of the passive. If there's a lot of I think it's hero controllers that she does. I know it's Ebony Maw that does hero controllers. I know there was something with Crystal and that. If there's nodes with a lot of those characters that she does counter, then maybe it's worth bringing her. But I don't see using her without Black Bolt, without Yo-Yo, just because of her passive. So you might want to bring a different character for Shuri, but that would be about it. You could even use Minerva on that Thanos, Ebony Maw, Ultron, Black Bolt team. That is my main team for Ultimates, especially with nodes with a lot of hero controllers for that Ebony Maw passive. So one of the things to think about right there, but I think you are using on the best team that is possible for Ultimate 7.5. Not really a question, but I thought it might be interesting. Out of curiosity, browse to Scopely's current job offerings, and they currently have 9 job offerings for MSF, including a senior QA tester. Oh my goodness, that is awesome stuff. A QA lead, a senior producer for the game. Other jobs are for the art department, infrastructure. To me, this sounds like a bit of restructuring going on there. What do you think? Could be restructuring. There's a lot of people that are moving on to bigger and better things. Could be some of that, just filling positions. Could be adding positions. I mean, you guys know as well as I do, they may be adding these QA testers for the first time. I don't know. Or replacing people because there's so many problems. It's not clear. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It could be a restructuring. It could be adding people. Yeah, I hope whatever they're doing, it just makes the game better. What's up, brother? After the recent Domino offer, it looks like I'm all set to get Doc Ock. Nice, brother. Problem is that I've neglected my Sinister 6 for some time. I want to start building him up. Which 4 do you plan on running him with? So the ones that I plan on running him, I don't know if it's necessarily the best one. I'm going to have to include Swarm in there. That's why. And I don't know if he is on that best version of the team. And the reason I'm going to include him is because I got some good red stars on him. So this is very for me and not for everybody else. But Electro would be another one. I'm thinking I need a tank. I may not, but I'm thinking I need a tank. So I think I'm going to have Rhino. And Vulture looks pretty good, or I could bring Shocker. Doc Ock is going to clone either Shocker if he's not on the field. If Shocker is on the field, he's going to clone Vulture. So I guess one of the two others, depending who is higher, my Doc Ock or that character. But I guess that would be my 4, either Shocker or Vulture, depending who I have higher red stars on. So that's what I'm planning on. I don't know what the best is yet. I think we need some playtesting to figure that out. What is good, brother? Thank you for answering my last question. Since then, I've managed to pump my aim up from 100k to nearly 150k, but I have hit a wall. I have Graviton. This seems to be my best format. My question is twofold. All right, the questions. Here we go. All of my aim gear is now tier 11, but seems to be struggling to get them to raise to tier 12. Any tips on collecting here to gear 12? You're gonna run out of catalysts a lot. That is the big bottleneck of all of your purple gear, is going to tier 12. So yeah, it's supposed to be a slow grind. It's supposed to be a slow grind. The big bottleneck right now of orange gear is 12 to 13 or 13 to 14. The big one right now of purple gear is at tier 12. So it's going to be a slow grind. Second question, given my aim format, what is the most important place to spend my ability mats? I find myself constantly questioning my T4 usage, especially when I start building team for raids and arena time teams. My aim is currently my big focus because they're so much fun and supreme. And all right, so T4s, I think the only ones I have on there is for Graviton, his passive to help extend debuffs on enemies when they drop below, just to help more debuffs. I think it's 50% health. It could be 25, but I have the passive for Graviton. I have the special for Monstrosity because I have the 7-star Monstrosity, so I wanted to give him that offense up before he does that special, so I have that. And then I think it's a special for Scientist Supreme, just so she flips more debuffs. That was mainly for her usage outside of that aim team in Ultimate 7. I don't think that's going to give you a lot of value in that aim team, but that's the only T4s I have, and those are the only ones I think that is worth talking about, unless you're going crazy heavy on aim, brother. Next question, if you had to pick one game mode to be added in 2021, let's face that will be when you get a new game mode. 1 verse 1, Alliance War, like Grand Arena, Star Wars, a big boss style raid. I hope you can answer this. All right, so for me as a player, I think I would prefer the raid, but I think the Grand Arena type will have a lot more content. So if I'm speaking as a content creator, and I should, because you know this is a game I play for fun, but it's also what my channel is based on. I think I'm gonna have to say Grand Arena if I'm looking at it from that perspective. But if I'm just looking at it from this fun perspective, I think raid would be a lot more fun. I think Grand Arena would add a lot more time to the game, which, you know, is good and bad depending what they're doing with other game modes. But I think that is the mode that I would want to see added, and that's speaking as a content creator for this game. All right, hello, brother from Ottawa, Canada. I noticed something strange and would like to point out to you in your community, if this happens to other players, to flag it. In Arena, when Jean Grey died, the Phoenix appeared in the opposite team. Oh my goodness, and my Phoenix was nowhere to see. It wasn't a glitch. Maybe this gets reported by other players, then maybe we have a new way of cheating. I don't know if it's cheating. Yeah, that sounds like a glitch or a bug. If this has happened once, it could be an anomaly. If this is happening multiple times and this is happening for multiple people, then it's definitely a bug that they need to fix. So let me know, guys, in the comments. Is this something that's happening to you guys as well? If this is something you notice. I know personally I have not, but I'm not using Phoenix in Arena anymore. So let me know, guys. Let me know if you guys are seeing this as well. What is good, ValleyFlyin? Black Panther should have been a legendary. Anyway, why Shuri? Well, you know, why Shuri? Well, she is the legendary Shuri, and that's big. That's just how it is, brother. Black Panther is an awesome character and probably could have been the legendary, but yeah, it's the legendary Shuri we're talking about. All right, thanks for all the great content. Thank you, brother, for watching. Thank all of you guys for watching. Been playing 864 days, TCP 7.2 million. Does that now make me a late game player? I don't know what the exact definition. My definition, I would say yes. I don't know. Everybody, I think, has their own definition. But I'm at Captain Marvel here. Yours is only 37k, level 60, tier 9. Even though others have raved about her as a one-person army, she's never been a priority for me. I feel like I should give her some love, but I've missed out the boat. Obviously, due to her numbers, I don't use her very much. Yeah, so she's not going to be very good at those with those numbers. She needs some T4s to get even better. And then some power to get even better. The resources to lift her up may be better spent on Emma Frost. I'm currently leaning towards Emma Frost to level 70, tier 12, then gradually having Captain Marvel follow suit. or should I keep the resources for power creep? But it's never a bad idea to keep resources for power creep because, you know, Captain Marvel was the one-man army when she first came into the game, and then she's been a victim of power creep. It's not a bad idea to build her up in the background. I wouldn't say she's a priority nowadays. Emma Frost, I'd say she's, if you plan on using her outside of war, then I would say, yeah, you can start to invest some resources, build her up. If she's just going to be a war character for you, I would say probably not using the resources on either of these characters. But if you're going to use her in like Ultimate 7, maybe in Dark Dimension 3 down the road, then yeah, you could start building up Emma Frost. I think it'd be good. She's very good in real-time PvP if you play that mode. But maybe not as much Captain Marvel. She's a character that I would build up more in the background nowadays. I don't think she's as important as she once was. Hey, Valley, so I purchased a Legacy Orbs deal, and when I opened all 10 orbs, I noticed there was no gold. I checked the orb, and there isn't any gold in them anymore. Am I misremembering, or did they nerf the Legacy Orbs and take out all the gold? I honestly don't remember. So I opened one of these in a video back then, and I don't remember which one, but yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. If anybody remembers, has a better memory than I do, did it have gold in there in the past? I haven't opened one of these for a while. They've just been sitting in my inventory since I opened a few when they had that crazy offer for like 100 way back in the day. But yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it had gold or not. Why is there such a big gap in rewards for 60% Greek grade and 100% can't they give fragments, at least if you do 60 so you don't fall behind on the regular uniques? That is something they could do. I think that was designed to push people to get up there. Remember when the Greek raids were hard and people were complaining the rich are getting richer, and eventually a lot more alliances were able to get up and do that 100%. But I know for me it was a motivator. Like, I gotta push, we gotta get up here, we gotta get 100%, we gotta get this orange gear. So I don't know if that's something they're gonna change, but it definitely, I could see the frustration in that, just not getting any of those rewards. But I mean, I went through it. A lot of players back then did. So just start building up your teams and building up those certain characters so that you guys can start 100%ing. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to change it, brother. Hey, ValleyFlyin, when I got the message about Domino in the Blitz orbs, I checked the Blitz orb to make sure she was actually in there before opening. It said she was. I opened 45 Blitz orbs and not one single Domino drop. I'm extremely unlucky. Or was there an issue in the orb? I mean, it's just RNG. It sounds like you got really bad RNG. I opened, I think it was 131, and I think I got 65 orbs. So I think I did pretty good. There were people in chat while I was opening them that said they got a lot better than I did. There was a lot that didn't get as good. So I think maybe I was in the middle, but yeah, yours, it's rough luck. I mean, maybe there is something to this seed theory and you were in a bad seed and it just perpetuated. It's hard to tell. I don't know, brother. Usually if I'm getting that bad luck, I just thought, but she was in there. I got some. Just yeah, I don't know. I have a few questions. If the character rumors are true, what type of mini uniques or pure uniques should we be hoarding for the 2 new symbiotes? Well, I'm not sure about what they will be, but if you look at the symbiotes, I think they're all bios, so that would be a good indicator. Obviously, it's all rumors at this point, so you know you could hoard bio, but who knows? How long would the downtime for you for the next update? I don't know with these things. And how many installments of the rollbacks will they have? I think they've finished their final one. They did the rollbacks. There was a few done that were a little too much. I think they did another one, and I haven't heard much of it since then. I haven't heard too many complaints. So I don't know if there's still players that are missing things, a mass number that there's not just going into one account. I think they wouldn't have to do another rollback. I think that just makes sense from a time perspective from them. Last question is, when is the next update? I don't know. It looks like Electro Blitz will be starting not this week, but next week. Looks like the offer might come out this week, so that would be 3 new characters. So it could be as early as next week or the week after. That would be my prediction. Usually when they say 3 new characters are coming in the update, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're coming in a farmable way. It just means that their offers come. They did do that for a few other characters. So I guess technically as soon as we get that Electro offer popping up in a store, the upgrade could come anytime after that. But my guess is the week after next week. I hope it's not next week, but I actually, yeah, we need Doc Ock in this one. So end of September, October, and just skip that. October is when I think we're having it, either late September or early October. I forgot about Doc Ock early in the question, so yes, late September I think is when the next update is coming. But again, that's just a guess. I don't even know if Fox Next, aka Scopely, knows at this point. Hope all is well with you and yours. Same to you, brother, and all of you guys out there. First time asking question: is it possible to do the first few nodes of Dark Dimension 3 with the Black Order only? Still working on Proxima and Corvus, then Ebony when his event goes live. Thanks in advance. Keep on smashing. It's possible. They're not the best at that node. The reason for that, Thanos, long cooldowns. That empowered Thanos has long cooldowns on his skills. And Ebony Maw, you need him going a bunch more to give that sustainability, to give them some healing. And he's got long cooldowns as well. So they'll work, but it's not the quickest team. It's not the best team. If you're looking at viability outside of Dark Dimension 3, then yes, they're going to give you a lot of viability outside of that mode, especially in Arena, especially in War, Blitz. So yes, do that. But if you're looking just to make a strong Dark Dimension 3 team, Black Order is not the way I would go if we're just looking at that game mode, brother. Question about Carnage's special. I love that it adds 100% damage per negative effect. I hate that it removes all negative effects. I feel like I'm not using it effectively in the right situation. Do you have any pointers when you want to use a special? I don't use it a lot. A lot of times I'm going to have that special available and the basic. More often than not, I'm using that basic instead of that special. Very rarely, if I know it's going to kill a character and I want that character dead, or if there's a character very close that I need that splash damage to, I will make sure that I can't get to because of a taunt or something, or a stealth. I'll use that special to get that splash damage, but I don't use it a lot. That basic, I end up using a lot more than the special. And then the ultimate is very good as well. So usually it's basic, ultimate, basic, you know, in that row, and then once in a while special. So yeah, don't use it as much. Hey Val, I just wanted to know, what are the ideal characters to take into the global nodes in DD3? Well, let's go look at the global, what characters are available for global in DD3. All right, so we have Zemo here. He's a pretty good character. If you have the yellow stars and gold stars on him, pretty good character to take into DD3. Moving down, Fury is a good candidate. He provides some defense up, he provides some minions, and he is a skill character. There's not a lot of great skill characters that are really worthy of building up to gear tier 14, so he is an option for this global nodes if you don't have a lot of options. Yo-Yo, if you're not planning on taking other protectors up to gear tier 14, especially for this node, she will give you some value. Once you got another protector in there, though, her passive is useless, and she's kind of a liability. So that's situationally Yo-Yo. She has some value outside of it too, outside of DD3 as well. So not the worst character to take in there. Colossus, obviously, because of his synergy with Phoenix. Emma Frost is great in this game mode, outside of this game mode as well. So you have the gold and red stars for her. She's a good character for this game mode. Falcon, maybe if you're really short on bringing up characters and you're really scrounging. Falcon can have some value because of his speed that he provides. Magneto is a character that I've seen some people take in and are very happy with. He does have long cooldowns, so might not be providing a lot of value on a daily basis. Same thing with Mr. Sinister. He's a character that I took up to gear tier 14, not necessarily for Dark Dimension 3, but because I wanted my clones to be at gear tier 14. So took him up there, and once in a while, he has long cooldowns. So once in a while, very, very awesome. Clones a character, spreads buffs. Other days didn't do anything because he was off cooldown. So situational. Killmonger, I know a lot of people were happy with him as well. Phoenix is the best character for these global nodes. Going back to Mystique, I know some people, if you're pairing her with Sinister, Magneto, Emma, and you're building up that kind of a team, that she can have some value. But if you're not building up these other characters, she's not great as a standalone character. Probably avoiding these characters here. Scientist Supreme is a character that I know some people took in, but it's very high risk, high reward. So some days she's going to hurt you. Some days she will help you. So if you're looking for some risk and you're using it on a lot of other game modes, I can see the argument to bring her up. But yeah, very, very risky character. Shuri is a character that I might bring up to gear tier 14, not specifically for Dark Dimension 3, but for Ultimate 7, because I think she needs to survive a lot longer than she has been on my Ultimate 7 runs. Taskmaster is another good character with another good kit have longer cooldowns, but yes, kind of the same as Magneto. But yeah, you're gonna need some gold and red stars on him for him to be viable. Ultron is gonna give you some return on your investment outside of Dark Dimension 3. Not so much in. He suffers from long cooldowns again, so some days he'll be awesome summoning his bots. Other days he's just gonna be basic because he doesn't have his cooldown set. So he's not super valuable in Dark Dimension 3, but he's super valuable in a lot of other game modes, so may provide you some value in this. And then the last character I want to talk about is X-23, especially on some of these earlier nodes. The first 4 nodes where you could use any character works very well if you have symbiotes and you already have them done, so works good. And then she can provide you some value because of her evades on her base 6 shields. She'll be surviving a little more than some other characters. She has that natural healing as well, so she has some value there. But those are the characters that I would take up. I probably wouldn't take up any other characters from Global. Let me know in the comments if there's other characters that I missed that you would bring up for the Global Dark Dimension 3. ValleyFlyin, hey buddy, I just beat Dark Dimension 3. I've been using the resources to get my mercenary team. I've been upgrading Taskmaster, Riot Guard, and Lieutenant. What other 2 do you like to use? I'm currently using Bullseye, Korath. Should I keep them, or do you think they're a better option? Well, the best option on that team is Killmonger and our legendary girl that we talked about earlier. I think those are the 2 best 4th and 5th. Obviously, if you're using them on a Wakanda team, you don't want to use them on this Merc team. So, you know, the thing about that team is Taskmaster, Riot Guard, and Lieutenant, they work very well. So if you slot in through 2 other Mercs, or someone with good synergy like legendary Shuri, it's gonna work very well. So you could slot in those and in any other mercs that you're not using on other teams, but I think the best version is that Killmonger Shuri version. I've finally entered Dark Dimension 3. Congratulations, brother. And future planning for global nodes. I have Phoenix as one of my 5th. Now just got Colossus is ready. I have a 7 red star Killmonger, thinking of taking him. After that, my thoughts are Scientist Supreme or Shuri. Anyone else you think I should consider? Emma Frost first. So we talked about the characters previously. I would go Shuri over Scientist Supreme. I personally don't like the risk. It might pay off for you some days, but some days it's going to screw you. So I would go Shuri over Scientist Supreme. Unless you can make the argument that you're using her in many other game modes. Maybe just bringing her in to flip debuffs and not using that ultimate to put the debuffs on your team. You can make the argument for there, but I like Shuri if we're talking just Dark Dimension 3. Emma Frost is very good, and it's even at that low star and red star level, she may be a character that you could take up. But yeah, I've talked about the global nodes before, so just check look at the previous question for that, brother. Thanks for all the videos. Would you bring tier 14 if you had to choose between Sinister and Emma? This will be for a 2nd run of DD3 and have all the other essential tunes. So if we're just talking DD3, it has to be Emma Frost. She has lower cooldowns on her ultimate and her special. Sinister has high cooldowns. If we're talking for other game modes, you can make the argument you go Sinister over Emma. But if we're talking just Dark Dimension 3, Emma Frost would be the character that I would choose. Just she has lower cooldowns and she's going to give you a lot more value, I think, long term in that game mode. She works very well with symbiotes if you have them on team. Valley, me again. How are you doing, brother? Anyway, my question is twofold. How hard is it really to fix a visual bug? Scopely ever gonna fix the visual bug in save squads? Jeez, this was a bug that they knew about on day 1 of the update. I still don't know why they haven't figured this one out. The bug shows damage on my blitz usage screen, and there shouldn't be any. Thanks for the content and keep it coming. So I know you shared a screenshot of this, but I think everybody knows what this is. It shows the damage. Super annoying into save squads and all that. So yeah, it's just, I hope it's going to be fixed this next update. I mean, if they don't, it's crazy. They've known about this for, I don't know, how long was the update out? A week, 2 weeks? They've been known about it since day 1 of this update. So yeah, I don't know why it's not fixed yet. It's a visual bug, right? It's annoying. All right, ValleyFlyin, how's it going, brother? How are you? If you're joined by alliance leaders, you need to hold security in war at all costs. What 8 teams would you use? Well, obviously I would use all the meta D teams, but there's a couple teams that I pull off of war offense because, yeah, believe it or not, they're very, very strong if you use these guys on defense. So Black Order, obviously, they're the strongest team in the game right now. X-Men would be on defense. Inhumans would be on defense. And then the Marauders, and maybe even using a version with Magneto. I'm not sure. Mercs would be on that team, the Shuri Killmonger version that we talked about. Hydra would be on there, the Asgardians, and then the last of the meta teams, the Fury, Coulson, Shield, and that's the teams that I would use if I had to hold that room at all costs. And then yeah, my offense would be all screwed up. But that's I think the toughest war defense teams right now. ValleyFlyin, I'm about to unlock Emma at 3 stars tomorrow at a low star level. Would you recommend leveling her up and putting her to Marauders? Chance of getting her to 4. And second, what about worrying about a 3-star Zemo? So again, it's going to be usage and it'll be determined by where you are. So if I were to have a 3-star character trying to use these guys without a lot of red stars, I would not be able to use them in anywhere, war and raids. But depending what raid you guys are doing, what kind of alliances you guys are going up against, where your Marauders are, where your Hydra offense is, these characters might be viable. If you're talking about big 30,000k power versus 80,000k power, the rest of your team, it's going to be a little low. So it depends on where you are and that applies to both of these questions, brother. So but yeah, Emma, even at low star levels, is going to give you some value in war. I think that is a better version of that Marauder team to have Emma on it than without it. Hey Valley, hope all is well. I'm looking towards DD3 with game progression. I will unlock Phoenix next go around. Didn't he expect her to be pushed act for Doc Ock? Yeah, me either. I'm working with the essential characters for DD3, but I'm worried about global. Should I go with Phoenix, Colossus, Shuri, or Phoenix, Sinister, and Emma? My Emma will be 3 yellow, 3 red. I feel that the former will help Phoenix last longer, but Shuri, though very useful, will probably lose the power creep quicker than Sinister and Emma. You're exactly right. The first team is better, but Shuri is one of the best healers right now. But yeah, they could make a lot better healers out there if they wanted to. So she can be a victim of power creep, but right now, yeah, I think the Phoenix Colossus Shuri version is going to work better than the Phoenix Sinister Emma version. I kind of talked about the long cooldowns already on Sinister. Plus, you got nobody that's going to put up a taunt on that Phoenix Sinister Emma version. So that's going to be a little long. Some days you're just going to have some bad RNG and really not going to be able to get that special off of Dark Phoenix or that ultimate for Dark Phoenix. So I would recommend the first one because of Colossus and that tank end. But you're exactly right. Shuri's going to fall off the power creep wave quicker than Emma and Sinister will. Greetings from Yorkshire, England. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones. Same to you, brother. By the time you're recording this question, I'll be hours away from unlocking Maw, and I am stoked. Oh yeah, baby. And congratulations to all of you guys unlocking Ebony Maw this time around as well. And for those of you that are getting an extra star on your Ebony Maw, making your Black Order way beefier. Maybe not way beefier, but beefier. Remember when he first came out, Black Order wasn't working, probably didn't autoplay well. My question for you is, has that been fixed? Yes, so there was a few things that were not working properly. One of them was that passive from Thanos giving him all that extra speed. I forget what the other one was, but yeah, since they started working like their kits were supposed to, they've been a terror. They weren't working properly at first, but yeah, they are now. Can I now autoplay with the Black Order? If not, what's the correct so in every other game mode, unless you're going up against the Black Order or like a team full of meta soup or whatever it's called, you can autoplay with Black Order. If you're going up against Black Order, you need to time the flip. You need to have your flip go after their Thanos' flip, and you need to watch who the other members of the team are, depending what the other legendary soup is that you're trying to fight there. So you can't autoplay with them in arena, but you can autoplay with them in other game modes, and maybe not in war either. It's a little tricky with the Marauders. You need to time that flip right as well. But yeah, they're strong. They're very, very strong, brother. What is up? A few weeks ago, you said the key characters for Dark Phoenix were Phoenix, or Dark Dimension 3 were Phoenix, Minerva, Carnage, Symbiote, and Ebony Maw, Colossus, Hela. Do you think that new characters, Emma Frost, Zemo, potentially Dr. Octopus, could be part of this list? Not sure about Dr. Octopus, but Emma Frost, I don't know if she's necessary. She's definitely going to make life easier for you with what she does on some of those unlimited lanes and those global lanes, but I don't know if she's necessary. She's definitely good. Zemo is a very, very good character as well. I don't know if he's necessary either. You know, Black Bolt is one of the best characters in the game, if not the best character in the game. I don't know if I would put him on my necessary list either until you've already have symbiote Spider-Man and Carnage. Then you can make the argument, do you go Black Bolt or Venom? But you know, you can make the argument for mutants. So who do you go first? Phoenix, Colossus, and then maybe after that's Emma Frost. I don't know. If you have enough catalyst and you have that mutant gear, you want to spend it somewhere, that could be the place to spend it, brother. All right, hey ValleyFlyin, as you recommended me, I have waited for Emma, and now it's almost T13. Nice. I'm going to use her in DD2 with Symbiote Spider-Man, Carnage, Hela, and Minerva. I've got T4s on Symbiote Spider-Man all, Carnage's passive, Hela's ultimate, very, very good. Question is, what T4s do you recommend me for this team? I'm thinking Emma Special or Carnage Basic, but I don't know. I need your opinion. All right, so my opinion, Emma Special before the Carnage Basic. Emma Special, the ability to clear all the negative effects off your team, very, very important, especially in that 3-turn cooldown. Carnage Basic is nice. It's going to add some damage. It's more of a luxury pick once you have a bunch of T4s and you're like, oh, which characters don't have the T4s that I'm using a lot? That's when you do that one. Even before that Carnage Basic, though, I would recommend that Hela Special to get 2 turns of Disrupted on a target. It has a longer cooldown, but well, not that long. 3-turn cooldown. But yeah, I think that's gonna give you more value than that Carnage Basic, brother. So do that one, and that is my recommendation. But now it is my turn to ask a question, guys, and I have a question for Drew. So, Drew, what the heck? What is this 4th character that you're talking about that might be coming in this next update, brother? What are the rumors telling you? Oh, and the live stream chat. Before you answer that question, the live stream chat this morning wanted you to give them a shout out. So, can you give them a shout out? And what is going on with this 4th character, brother?
Crikey, Valley. Tell your Valley Club. Cheers, mate. I'm Drew, the rumor guy, and yes, you are correct. I did mention a 4th rumored character that I heard is coming in this next update. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but yes, most players will not be unlocking this character right away. I think that is a massive hint, so leave your guesses in the comments. It is now time for me to grab a frothy to celebrate Labor Day with my American brethren. But don't worry, I still have my little birdies out there, so I will be back.
And yes, Drew, you are right. It is time to celebrate this Labor Day. And I hope you're having a great Labor Day or a great Monday wherever you are in the world, guys, spending some time with your family and just having a lot of positivity. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Let me know who you think this 4th character is. I have my thoughts. I think that's a pretty big hint, Drew. But yes, let me know in the comments, guys. I will see you guys next time. Check me out on Twitch. I stream every weekday morning. ValleyFlyin76 is the handle, guys. And yes, there's a sale going on at TeePublic right now. It ends today, but check out some of that Valley merch out there and some of the other links. Give me a Hulk fist bump before you go. I'll see you guys tomorrow. ValleyFlyin out.